Shalom. This is your brother Tazaki back with another lesson. Lord willing is quick, edifying, and to the point. First and foremost, I want to give our praise and glory to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, and prophets at a great millstone who rule well and teach well. All right, this lesson's going to be pretty quick. Again, going in the spirit. Don't know what I'm going to title it. Just got a couple scriptures out of there for today. Really at this morning. And we're gonna get these done and enjoy the rest of our day or night, depending on where you're living. So we're gonna start at Psalms 5 and do 1 through 12. This is gonna be a prayer for protection from the wicked. Again, I read from the KJV version. You have the NLT to the right to follow along, to accompany yourself as you read along. And let's go. A Psalm of David. Give ear to my words, O Lord Yahweh. Consider my meditation. Hearken unto the voice of my cry, my King and my power. For unto thee will I pray. My voice shalt thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and will look up. For thou art not the power that hath pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. But as for me, I will come into thy house in the multitude of thy mercy, and in thy fear will I worship toward thy holy temple. Lead me, O Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, in thy righteousness, because of my enemies. Make thy way straight before my face. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. Destroy thou them, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against thee. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. For thou, Yahweh, will bless the righteous. With favor without compass him as with a shield. All right, let's get into some Ecclesiastes and some more knowledge. Because, the famine of the word is coming soon, so we just got to preach these scriptures best way until that happens. And then, yeah. So we're going to get 1 through 8, I believe, and then 9 through 14. See where it says, remember the Most High in your youth, or Yahweh Shai in your youth. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his lone home, and the mourners go about the streets. Or ever the silver cord be loose, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern. Got a couple more. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. Vanity of vanity, said the preacher. All is vanity. Everything is meaningless, says the teacher. Completely meaningless, pretty much. That's what they get into. All right, we got a few more. Yeah. Purpose of the preacher, or a prophet, or, whoever's like me, or whoever's teaching these scriptures to the best of their ability, And moreover, because the preacher was wise, he still taught the people knowledge. Yeah, he have good heed. He gave good heed and sought out and set in order many proverbs. That's the purpose of these scriptures, man. To continue to teach until the famine of the word comes. Because when the famine of the word comes in this motherfucking on the world, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Y'all only gonna have the prophets. That's gonna be the ones that's gonna be protected. The true prophets of the Lord. And we already know who those prophets are. There's no need to go into that. But you know what I'm saying? That's why I preach, because I don't want to be, like the other people out here that's going to be looking for help and shit and whatever they're looking for. I don't want to be stranded out here solo, because everybody needs help, a guide, or whatever. So let's continue reading. Again, keep this in mind. The teacher was considered wise, and he taught the people everything he knew. He listened carefully to many proverbs, studying and classifying them. The teacher sought to find just the right words to express truths clearly. The words of the wise are as goads and as nails fastened by the masters of assemblies, which are given from one shepherd. We know that shepherd. That's Yahushua. And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books there is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. Trust me, I know that, but I love to teach, so that's just me. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. You get that? No matter what you've done in your life, whether it's good or bad, whatever, he's gonna remember it. You're gonna have to give account once he come back. The kingdom, whatever, in the kingdom. Y'all get it. If you don't, maybe you just meant to be a believer. I get it. I definitely understand it. It took me a while, but I definitely understand these scriptures, man. Definitely do. All right, Jeremiah 32. And I definitely needed the brothers of GMS to help me do that. That's for damn sure. Shit. Without them, damn, where the fuck will I be? As far as I still be teaching, but probably, but who knows? Anyway, Jeremiah 32. We're going to get 36 through 39. And now, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the power of Israel, concerning this city, whereof ye say, it shall be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon by the sword and by the famine and by the pestilence. We already know this is talking about Babylon the Great. They already run this country. They took it from you know who, the northern tribes, man. And we're definitely getting it back. I mean, well, we see things getting better supposedly, but we already know things are only going to get worse soon. We already know that. So there's nothing you can do. We're just going to keep bringing out these scriptures until the famine of the word comes, and it's going to be every man or whoever, every man, every woman for themselves, except for the prophets. They're going to be the only ones that be taken care of. So you just got to stay patient and continue reading these scriptures and bringing them out. Behold, I will gather them out of all countries whither I have driven them in mine anger and in my fury and in great wrath, and I will bring them again unto this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely. And they shall be my people, and I will be their power. And I will give them one heart and one way, that they may fear me forever, for the good of them and of their children after them. All right, we got to get second Esdras. And a couple scriptures out there. Second Esdras is 4. We're going to do 4 through 11. We might. Do 4 through 11. Whereof if thou can declare me one, I will show thee also the way that thou desirest to see, and I shall show thee from whence the wicked heart cometh. And I said, tell on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, go thy way, weigh me the weight of the fire, or measure me the blast of the wind, or call me again the day that is past. Then answered I and said, what man is able to do that thou shouldest ask such things of me, per the prophets? And he said unto me, if I should ask thee how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea, or how many springs are in the beginning of the deep, or how many springs are above the firmament, or which are the outgoings of paradise, peradventure thou wouldest say unto me, I never went down into the deep, nor as yet into hell, neither did I ever climb up into heaven. This is basically him talking to an Andrew's talking to an angel, he's revealing to him shit. They talking about certain things. It's an angel down talking to Edris, pretty much. Talking about certain things that he ain't been able to see because he haven't died, got his, we know hasn't died for the final time and got his chariot, whatever. We already know how that's going to go. There's nothing they can do about it. Okay. Nevertheless, now I have asked thee, but only of the fire and wind, and of the day wherethrough thou hast passed, and of things from which thou canst not be separated, and yet canst thou give me no answer of them. He said moreover unto me, thy own things and such as are grown up with thee canst thou not know. How should thy vessel then be able to comprehend the way of the highest, in the world being now outwardly corrupted, to understand that corruption that is evident in my sight? We see the corruption, man. Every day we see how it's going in the world. We're aware. You ain't got to be a prophet to be aware of what's going on in the world, unless you just completely lost. Before I even became a prophet, I mean, I was aware of certain things I was doing that that might not have been right, but hey, I found the right prophets and they guided me to the truth, and that's what I'm gonna stick with. Stay with the truth. Then I already know who I follow, the prophets that I follow, GMS. So I ain't got to worry about no other camps to follow. I just got to get to a camp and do what I need to do to rise up in the ranks, or really just be part of a camp. That's it. Anyway, let's get Matthew 24:20 through 27. We go end it there. Again, we making it short and sweet today. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And I gotta keep bringing that out and gotta keep expressing it, because we really don't have no idea how this world gonna be. We got a picture of it. You know, we can kind of imagine it, but we really don't know. We're gonna see though. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Mashiach, which only means the anointed, or there, believe it not. Yeah. For there shall arise false Mashiachs and false anointeds and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders. There's these people in these churches right now teaching, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect, if it were possible. But Lord, thankfully, it's not possible, because I mean, you found the right camp, and hey, they taught you something. That's why you gotta give double honor to the right. Hey, that's why I do. Shit. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For whatsoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Man, oh man. And of course, I got to finish off with Deuteronomy, my favorite. Yeah, one of my favorites. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. That's how I got so much faith in him. Because I mean, without him, I wouldn't be any. I definitely wouldn't be teaching. I know that for a fact. I'm just thankful. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. All right. Now, Lord willing, you were edified. We're going to end it there on that note. Again, I want to give our praise and glory to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, and prophets out of great millstone who rule well and teach well. And until the next time, I'd like to say Shalom.